Folks, welcome to 50 Plus Life 360. Glad you chose to tune in to us today for another home tour. Today is going to be a little bit different, a little bit off topic from what we normally do. You normally see us doing RV park models, tiny homes, some single wides, occasional double wide. But today we're going to open your eyes to what we've been thinking about in our life. You long-term subscribers know we've been thinking about our own tiny home, our own tiny dream for a long time, and we're in the process of putting that into place. So we're going to show you what we're thinking right now at this current juncture. Plans may change, but first, Mrs. Tammy's going to show you the outside of this little home, and then come back in, we'll show you a tour inside.
Now if you're tired of mansions and rent too high, come on down where the ceilings kiss the sky. They're rolling through the country in a big old van with a GoPro, a dream, and a downsizing plan. Mrs. Tammy points, look at that storage stair. Mr. Chubby stuck in a loft with half his derriere. Mini splits humming, solar panels shine, hangover bars hanging just fine. Compost and toilets in a barn door glide. Tiny home tours, it's a wild small ride.
Guys, welcome back inside. Maybe you picked up on it while you were touring outside with Mrs. Tammy, but this is a potential shed conversion. This home comes in at 12 by 40. Puts it right in the neighborhood of 480 square feet. Good size home for downsizing. Potential shed conversion is what Mrs. Tammy and I are thinking, because we still have a little bit of life left in us to do some home improvements. In fact, she's about ready to get her kitchen finalized in our current house so we can get that house going and ready for the market. But we're thinking about land, and for at least a little while, a shed conversion to live in until we build our dream home or something like that. So we're in this home. This is built by Yoder up around Moulton, Alabama, which is a Amish building company that builds sheds. They actually even finish them out. They're one of those types that you'll see them finish them out with the smart siding on the inside, or the panel siding, the T111 type stuff as your walls. But I'm in the great room of this thing. Now, interior, because of your studs bringing you in and everything, interior after drywall, you're about 10.5 foot. So that's going to be your width, this great room. Now, the length of this great room comes in at 16'4". So this great room is going to encompass your kitchen, your dining, and your living space. 16'4" by 10'5". That's going to give you 170 square feet or so. So if you have a nice compact kitchen, little dining, and a good sized living space, and a wall for your television is all you need. Now, this home, they prepped it. I'll tell you a little bit about it. They prepped it with some electrical. So it does have two 20 amp circuits in it. It does need more in order to have a kitchen and things like that. If you have a dishwasher, you need a dedicated circuit, microwave, dedicated circuit, but there is a panel box with all that in there. Now, these windows are just single pane. They need to be replaced with double pane in order to get more energy efficiency. You got 2x4 walls, so you're only going to max out at R13 in the walls for your insulation. You don't have 2x6 walls.
But you don't have to. You can use the single pane and just go with a nice mini split system to do you over until you decide to do a tiny home someday.
Yeah, you could do that if you're okay with the single pane. Our current house is an older 1950s house, and we have single pane windows. We have an air conditioning unit in there, a whole home HVAC system. It keeps the house nice, even though we have one big, huge picture window we're thinking about.
Yeah, the windows in our house are ginormous. They're not small like this.
Yeah, they're not small like this. I think these, another good thing about these, you can put furniture under here. You could use this back wall as your kitchen, where your kitchen goes this way if you wanted, the front wall, whatever. But your windows are not full length, so you're getting privacy, plus you're reducing the amount of electricity you got to worry with. Now, this home has two flanking rooms on either side of it, and they both are 8'9" by 10'5". 10'5" this way, 8'9" this way. Two rooms. This one has the panel box.
which is your extra bedroom or your office or whatever you want to do
Right.
with it.
So
or
we
your
would
craft
we would utilize it
area.
as a combination office, studio, everything area. Because it's big enough. I mean, it's big enough to put our YouTube studio in where we do our editing and where we can have our couple of guitars, and we can also have a little table for some crafting or whatever else we want to do, and you know, double as our office. So it's a great little room. I didn't even measure the ceiling heights. You got 8-foot ceilings on the walls, on the sides, and then you peak up about
Looks
2
about
foot.
10 right there.
Yeah, about
don't you?
10 in the center. But you're going to have to insulate some of that. And I don't know that I wouldn't put a full wall or a full ceiling in and put drywall on it like that because of these vents, or I'd have to work around these vents in some manner to get the construction correct. So
You know what's great about this is, number one, you can finish it off in whatever you want, and nobody can tell you exactly what you need to do or how to do it. But number two, you can also put as much insulation or as little insulation as you want. You can choose your insulation. Those of you that say, I need a little more insulation, well, there you go. You buy one of these and you can put as much insulation as you want, and nobody can.
To the thickness of the walls.
Well, of course, yes.
But I mean, you can put R13 in there, basically, is what you're going to get. Unless you do some spray insulation, foam insulation, stuff like that. Now, the only concern I have with that is you got to be real careful. Everybody thinks, oh, because you watch somebody like Randy Jones tell you that this insulation is better than that insulation, you think because one person on YouTube says it, it's true. It's not. You've got to really dig and do your research. If you put spray insulation in here, you don't see any house wrap. You don't see Tyvek here. You don't see the house wrap. So the siding is already on the house. How are you going to put Tyvek in there? You're going to take the siding off and then put your house wrap in? Without the house wrap, you have the opportunity for more humidity to get into the home. So if you do some of those spray insulations, that humidity is going to start causing mold problems that you're not going to find with fiberglass insulation. So just want to make that point to you guys. You guys probably blister me in the comments because Randy Jones or somebody else said this or that. But anyway, look at it this way. The way me and Tammy had just discussed it, Tammy and I had just discussed it. This is a great wall to put your television on. This is a really long wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 16 inches, which that's 7, 6, 4, 2, 7, 1, 7, 127 inches, probably 140 inches. Great place over here. Stage your living space. You could stage out just a sofa, couple of recliners, whatever you want. You maybe even put a little small table there to eat, or you're going to have space in the middle here. Put you a eat-at island. You could do that. And then over here, you could start your L-shaped kitchen and come in like this. And if you wanted just a straight kitchen, you could do that. And have your dining here or whatever you want. It just depends on how compact of a kitchen you want. But this room is over 16 foot. I said earlier it is 16 foot 4 inches. So if your kitchen went through here, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foot, 9 foot worth of kitchen to right here. And then your television on that wall. And then you could put your refrigerator over here. So when you're sitting on your sofa, you're not going to be looking directly at your refrigerator. So this way takes you to the bathroom, the area that's marked out for the bathroom. It's a little bit small for a bathroom, but it is a bathroom. I mean, a standard small bathroom in a single wide mobile home is this size, a standard bathroom. So this bathroom is 4'8" by 7 foot. So I would probably not put a tub in here because as Tammy and I get a little bit older, the use of a tub is not something we want. I know a lot of you folks are like, well, I like to soak in a tub when my bones are hurting. I get that. But let me make this point about tubs as well. You've got to step into them like this. And then once you get into them, if you're going to stand and do a shower, or if you're just moving around in the tub and get ready to sit down, a lot of tubs are very, very slick. So that's a hazard. I had a very good friend. His mom wasn't very old, but she had some problems with her mobility, and she slipped in the bathtub, busted her head, changed her life. So We would probably do just a small shower in here and then toilet, vanity kind of thing. Be very simple.
But somebody could do a walk-in tub if they need a tub.
Oh, absolutely. You could do that. Easy. The only challenge you're going to have is this being 4'8". A lot of standard tubs are 60 inches, so you're not going to fit in here. You may have to scoot one of these walls a couple of inches.
Well, you'll fit, but the tub won't fit. You said you're not going to fit.
Yeah, you're not going to fit a full-size tub in there.
Okay.
You're going to have to get one of those smaller tubs. And that brings me to,
If you don't fit in there, you definitely need to consider weight loss.
Yeah, or you need to consider no tiny houses. I don't like this plug being right here because if you're going to put a vanity here, right here, then you'd have to relocate that. The wiring is here, base wiring, but like I said, you only have 2 breakers in here. You need more than that for this home. So you'd have to do some more electrical wiring. But this in here, right here, is a mirror of the other room over there. It's the same size. It is 8'9" by 10'5". These doors in here are 30-inch doors, so that gives you a lot of clearance. The exterior door is 36. You do not have an exterior door to the back of the home. These windows, I guess they may technically count as egress, but in this size of home, if you are putting a shed conversion, building it out yourself, you're going to be on a piece of land that is unrestricted, that you can live on anything. There's not going to be codes you're going to have to really follow, so you're not going to have to worry about having to have a rear door. But theoretically speaking, you could, even if you wanted a door out of your bedroom, put it right here where there's no wiring that you wouldn't have to mess with. Just put your door right here to jump out if you needed it. Or another window that's a full-size egress window that you could easily get out of if you wanted. Not a big deal. If you are construction capable, a lot of folks aren't. I get that, I understand that, but if you are an older lady wanting to downsize and this is a cheaper alternative and you got a couple of grandsons or a son that are handy with some tools and you can find some land that's unincorporated and unrestricted, great thing to do.
Or if you're going to sit your house on your daughter's property or your son's property or something like that.
And it's coded to where you can do that as an ADU. I know in many parts of Alabama you can. Again, this is a Yoder home. It's for sale at Merkel Mountain Buildings and Supplies in between Childersburg and Sylacauga, Alabama. Yes, Mrs.
There's one more thing I want to say. He said it's a mirror image of the other bedroom, but one thing I want to say is there's no electrical box in this room.
Oh, yeah. The electrical box is over in the other room, so I wouldn't sleep in that room. I would sleep in this one.
There you go.
Just my own personal.
And this one is right next to the bathroom where the other one is just a
All the way
hair bit
across
of
the
a
hall.
walk
Yeah.
over this way. Too.
This is plenty of a house for Mrs. Tammy and I, and as we continue our search for land, and we have been looking for land ever since we did a couple land searching videos a couple years ago, but we've been busy building our channel too, so we haven't been dedicated, and then we ended up, when we sold our house, we didn't have enough time to buy land, get it all set up, but now that we own our house, and we're fixing it up, getting ready to sell it, it's paid for, so we don't have to worry about a mortgage on the house. We can buy land while we're living in our current house, and then when we sell it or rent it out, make the move. So it's a lot better situation for us now. This is a big consideration for us, is to get a home that maybe has some pre-done work like framing, or if we can do the framing. I've done framing. I just framed out a pantry in our current home. Framing isn't that hard. We can do the framing. We can build the house. We could build it from the ground up. But I like the fact that the tall work is already done.
And we can show you guys step by step
that process.
We would build it if we obtained one of these.
Yeah, exactly. So
or retained. What's the word? Is it retained or obtained?
Obtained.
Obtained. Okay.
Retain means you have it and you keep it. Obtain means you don't have it but you get it.
Oh, okay. I see.
Both very good words. So anyway, let me tell you about this house. We did a video a long time ago about shed conversions and buying sheds. And we said, do your math. Because I'm going to tell you, if I bought this one, cash price is the only way I would buy this one. Because this one, cash price is $13,250. Now, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments from what you've seen in your area. This is 480 square feet at 12 by 40. It's got some framing, got a little bit of electrical, but a little bit of basic work done. I wouldn't frame anything else. I like this space like it is. I mean, I may put a half wall between the end of my kitchen and my TV or so, I don't know, a little something like that. But I guess what I'm saying, I may even frame out a pantry in the kitchen. But what I'm trying to say is I do more electrical work and then it's just finishing work. You know, insulation, sheetrock, flooring. Yes, Ms.
Maybe
T.
frame out just this little wall for your washer dryer stack.
Yeah,
I said stacky. That's
yeah,
funny.
very good point. That washer and
Stackable.
dryer stackable is going to have to go somewhere.
Yes.
But with Mrs. Tammy and I, we would likely make us a shed, a secondary shed, a small shed, put the washer and dryer in it, have it a utility shed.
That'd be
We
great.
don't mind walking out and walking across a few feet. It doesn't get that cold in Alabama to where
And we could store stuff in the same shed as
yeah.
we wash our clothes.
Exactly. That's the way I would do it. I wouldn't have a washer and dryer in this home. But you're going to have plumbing, so I would put a shed somewhere and then you just pop out and do your laundry or whatever, and it'd be just fine. So long story short, guys, this house as a price, I just told you, $13,250. Tell me in your area what a shed like this goes for. A 12 by 40, 480 square foot. This type of flooring in it, this a little bit of framing, single pane windows, insulated door. I mean, if you're going to make this long term, you could to do these windows in double panes is about $250 a piece. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5 of them. That's $1,250 to do these windows in double pane. So the other thing I was trying to caution you on is watch out for financing on the lot with these places. Because if you come into these places and finance, this one comes in at $490 a month for 60 months, which means you are going to easily more than double pay that $13,000. I'll put the math in here because I did it earlier and I don't forgot the number, but it's like $26,000, $29,000. So anyway, guys, we thank you for watching. This is an exciting new venture for us. We're getting so close now. I'm excited on our kitchen. Maybe I'll show you guys some pictures of that in an upcoming video when we get that kitchen complete, show you what we did there. And Mrs. Tammy gets a 10-drawer kitchen in this little house we've got. So it's amazing. So, but you guys, you can see the sweat droplets. It's pretty hot in here. We got a black roof. We got black siding, no reflection. I'd almost want a white walls on the outside and an aluminum roof or something. But once you get those mini splits going, it's fine. You know, a space like this, you can get by with one mini split probably, but I would do 2. I would do one right in here and one in that bedroom, and then I'd have me a ventilation that goes into that room. So no big deal. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, subscribe, ring that notification bell. If you guys want to buy us some gas, we call it buying gas, but it's a website called Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to support us beyond just watching our videos or beyond just becoming a channel member, we were talking about some channel member things. We're going to get some shorts going, and that's just our little shorts about our updates and things like that. We're going to start doing that just for our channel members as we can remember how to do shorts again, because it's been a long time since we did shorts. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.
But the freedom's calling, it's a gypsy's tune. Underneath the stars of the harvest moon. Mini splits haunted, solar panels shine. Hangover bars hang in just fine. Wheels on the ground, it's a dream to steer. Tiny home towards the frontier is here. No picket fences, no 2-car drive. Just open road and a will to survive. World to survive. The world to survive.